Hey everyone, Carrie Beck here with Family eBiz, where we help you get started or take your business to the next level. We are all about helping families, stay-at-home moms, dads, teenagers try to get their business online and start making money so you can go full-time online. We are in the middle of a huge series that's been going on forever, but we are really narrowing it down today to a topic that I think is super important to you. And if you want to scale your own business, you have got to learn how to outsource correctly. Before we dive into outsourcing, I'm going to talk about how not to outsource and then how to correctly outsource. I hope that you will hit the subscribe button wherever you are listening to this because we can get this information out to more people. A lot of people don't have the money to be able to invest in $2 and $3 and $4,000 courses. So we want to help you. That's why I'm here, Family eBiz. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about what is outsourcing. Basically, it is taking projects and tasks that you have that you will outsource, you will give to someone else, like contract labor. A lot of inexperienced entrepreneurs, this is how they do it. They read a report and they're like, oh, this is going to be so beneficial to me. I'll sign up. And they sign up for some kind of package with so many hours, and then all of a sudden reality hits. Oh, I got to tell them what to do. I don't have time to deal with that VA. Or your web designer is asking you for the fifth time for the copy that you are supposed to be writing, but you are way too busy. So you just scribble something down and then it looks terrible and it doesn't do anything. And you've just completely wasted your outsourcing money that you invested. And you think, and if it's only $100, okay, why not? But some of you are spending more than that on a package. The other reality is you need to outsource. You know that you could get more done if someone was coming alongside of you. But a few things are playing into this head of yours. Number one, you're like, not really sure if I have the money. I will give you just one little quick tip. If you believe that you can make that much money in a week, then do it, even if you break even at the beginning. Obviously, you want to make more money than you're paying with your VA, your outsourcing person, whoever it is. But if you break even, that's a good thing, and it'll take it off of your plate and put it on someone else's plate. But some of you turn pale at the thought of relinquishing control and giving that task to someone else, giving that other area of your business to someone else. Some of you are thinking, I know how to do that. I'm just going to save a bunch of money. You are right. You will save a bunch of money, but you know what you will spend? A lot of time doing something that's a repetitive thing over and over that someone else could do. And then no one is doing the things that you need to do that only you can do. And then others of you are like, I just don't even know where to start with outsourcing. You're thinking like an employee instead of a entrepreneur, instead of a business owner that works on its business instead of in its business. So let's talk about some tips that you could use to be able to get started with outsourcing. I've actually, my goodness, we have been outsourcing, I want to say even before we went to Idaho, maybe it was after Idaho, we actually had someone in the Philippines doing our bookkeeping, QuickBooks. I bought back in the day the CD. I shipped it to the Philippines and then he could access our QuickBooks. That was before there was subscriptions and online everything. I have outsourced things for a long time. So let's talk about it before you start to outsource, when you completely start your business. So listen to me, if you're just getting started, this is what you need. Probably should have told you that at the beginning. You need to start at the right place, and that is standard operating procedures, SOP, standard operating procedures. You need to write them down now as you do them, even before you think about a VA. Put them in a Google Doc and just organize them by category. If you need to make some screenshot videos, make them, save them wherever you save videos, and then have links in your docs to where they are. You don't need to teach it every time if you make a video or if you keep a doc. That is one thing I have really learned. You need to start writing down the process for your business. Not everyone does it the same. And if you want to hire someone out and you already have those standard operating procedures, oh my goodness, it's going to be so quick for them to jump in and help you as well. So first thing is standard operating procedures. Next thing, you need a project management system. There are many platforms out there. We use a combination of two things. We use Trello and Slack. Slack is just for conversation. What's happening? Are you getting this done? That kind of thing. Trello is actually the project management system. I use checklists. I'm not going to go into how to use Trello, but there are different lists. So a list might be everything that I'm doing for my shopping cart. And then there are cards underneath it, and there are different tasks. Inside that card, I may even have checklists. So we do some marketing every month with we network with other bloggers in the homeschool niche. And I've got a list for that. And then I have a card, a checklist for the ones that we send on Friday, for the ones that we send on Tuesday, for the way we set up our web pages. There are checklists. And since we only do it once a month, my BA may not remember from last month exactly what he needs to do. So in Trello, there's a checklist every single time. And then if I need a calendar or doc or information like for this particular thing, I have a spreadsheet with everything for 2024 written out. And so I just have that at the top of the checklist, and he can go and read whatever I've written for that particular month. So there are checklists. That also helps us to be able to schedule podcasts like this, because there's a podcast checklist. How do we upload it? Where do we share it? How do we get it into the Spotify and the Apple and whatever? So I tell them exactly where to create the podcast, where to go get the recording like this one, and then to create it in Hello Audio, YouTube, Facebook, and then where do we go share it so other people can actually get it, and then share it to our own list. So there's a checklist with all these things in it. That's what's great about a project management tool. So standard operating procedures, project management system. Next, you need to schedule time each week to prepare for your assistant, your BA, or whatever they are doing. That's my problem. If I do not schedule time at the beginning of the week and the end of the week, beginning to plan, in to check up on them, then things just fall through the cracks. And so one of the things that I would encourage you to do for outsourcing is think of one or two tasks that you do over and over and over again that someone else could do. For instance, Pinterest scheduling on Tailwind. I don't need to be over there scheduling on Tailwind. I can say, here are the blog posts with new images. Go do it. Look at the checklist, and then go use our platform, Tailwind. All right, approving new members on Facebook. I don't have to do that. Someone else can do that. Or even tasks you prefer not to do, but must be done. You can put that. So schedule a time to sort of organize that. So we actually have a doc for each week so that we know exactly what's going on. Then I personally keep a list of running tasks. So if we get on a week that maybe my assistant doesn't have a lot to do, then I can go in and fill those in. They're not urgent, but they need to be done sometime in this quarter. For instance, scrubbing my email list clean. Get rid of all the people that haven't opened in 6 months. We don't need them on our list. Now, where in the world are you going to find contractors for this? I will give you a few places. Number one, Upwork. If you need someone to work for you week after week after week, I recommend Upwork.com. If you need a special task, like I have hired people on Fiverr for graphics illustration, for homeschool superheroes. I had all the little cartoon bodies. I just needed everyone's head put on one. So I hired someone. It was less than $100 for like 20 different people. So that was another thing. So Upwork and Fiverr. Another thing, maybe you have some affiliates or some partners and you could trade work, trade benefits of some sort, and you could do it that way. Those are just a few things you should consider when you're outsourcing. So first of all, standard operating procedures, use a project management tool, schedule time each week to Organize what you need done and check up on it. Keep a running list of tasks and then go find your people. Go to Upwork, go to Fiverr or other places as well. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. I am Carrie Beck with FamilyEbiz.com. We'll talk to you next time.